Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we managed to defeat Ketheric Thorm, and now I guess it's time to make our way to Baldur's Gate the city. So let's leave camp and see where the road takes us. See what we can find there. I think we should be in Moonrise Towers still, right? Yeah, Moonrise Towers main floor. Anybody who still wants to talk to us? Jaheira, do you have anything to say?
Have a word.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
You almost seem like you're enjoying yourself. You've tangled with the Dead Three before. Spent a lot of time in Mind Flayer colonies, have you? You've tangled with the Dead Three before?
Extensively. Mind flayers too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of two more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
You want to join me? I'll be glad to have you by my side. I don't think so, Jaheira. Go your own way. I'll be glad to have you by my side.
Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
I'll see you at camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn?
I think it's okay.
With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelan's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
Alright, I guess it's now time to quickly return to camp. So we switch out Shadowheart for Jaheira. I guess we could do that trade. I do want to bring Will back on the team as well at some point, but now that Jaheira is new, I would like to see, you know, what she's all about. Yes, we fought side by side with her at some point, but, you know, not as a full-fledged team member. That's Lae'zel. There's Shadowheart.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
We should journey separately for now. I'll look for you here if I need you again.
If you're sure.
I'm sure.
Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
I always kind of feel bad, you know, leaving him behind like that. But I do want to have Jaheira on my team now. There you are.
I would not linger in this land over long. But, whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Join me.
As you wish.
There we go. Ah, level up for you. Okay.
This ought to be good.
Let's take a look at that. And let's see if we can equip her with some equipment. Bit redundant to say that, but yeah. Let's see if we can do that then as well. Oh, level 2. Okay, so we just start from the very beginning and level her up, level her all the way up to, you know, to our level right now. A subclass feature, Wild Shape. As an action, you can assume the form of a beast. You can transform twice per short rest. Natural Recovery. Replenish expended spell slots while out of combat. Okay. Wild Shape, different Wild Shapes. Yes, we use that. Good. Okay, Circle of the Land. What does that do? Druids of this circle connect to powerful magic that flows through the earth and binds all living things together. A Circle of the Moon. Wait, that's Lunar Mend. Okay, what's... Ah, I see, okay. So Natural Recovery is only Circle of Land. And the cantrip is only of Circle of Land. Circle of the Moon. Druids sworn to the moon draw on its mercurial nature to transform into massive creatures and primal elementals. That gives us the Lunar Mend ability. Expend spell slots to regain hit points while in Wild Shape. Okay. And that is Wild Shape Bear. Okay. Assume the shape of a polar bear that can goad enemies into attacking it. The polar bear has a starting health of 30 hit points that increase every 2 druid levels. Okay. So we just have an additional form there, a bigger one. We can heal while in the Wild Shape. We don't have a cantrip, and we don't have the ability to regain spell slots. Circle of the Spores. Okay, so we gain a specific cantrip, which is Bone Chill. We do have the Wild Shape feature still. We don't get the Polar Bear. We don't get the healing. We don't get the spell slot recovery. We get Halo of Spores. Unleash a cloud of necrotic spores upon a target. This uses a reaction, so other reactions won't trigger this turn. Okay. And Symbiotic Entity. Gain 8 temporary hit points and deal an additional 1 to 6 necrotic damage if you have them. While you have them. Cast Halo of Spores with double damage. Okay. And this is Bone Chill. Prevent the target from healing until your next turn. Okay. I think I might go with the Circle of the Moon. That seems reasonable. Though, I'm quickly going to take a look at the cantrips. What do we have here? Guidance, Poison Spray, Produce Flame, and Resistance. I'll take Circle of the Moon because the Polar Bear could come in handy, plus healing. That's good to have, I think. So yeah, let's go with that. Accept that level. Level up to 3. Health increase, class features. Okay, class feature level 1 spell slot unlocked, level 2 spell slot unlocked. Spells, okay. Let's prepare them, see how it goes. So what do we have here? We have Cure Wound, sounds good. Entangle, create a vine surface, slowing down creatures, possibly entangling them. We use that quite a bit, yes. Good Berry, that's some healing, okay. Transmutation spell, conjure 4 magical berries into your or a companion's inventory. Creatures who eat the berry regain 1 to 4 hit points. Berries disappear after a long rest. Okay, interesting. So, spawning in some healing items. Thunder Wave, release a wave of thunderous force that pushes away all creatures and objects. Could be good to have. I do like Ice Knife, that's proven useful before. Lesser Restoration, cure a creature from disease, poison, paralysis, or blindness. What else do we have though? Protect from poison, pass without trace, flaming sphere, hold person, flame blade, conjure a flaming scimitar in your hand that deals 3 to 18 fire damage and sheds bright light in a 3 meter radius and dim light in a 6 meter radius. Gust of wind, okay, pushes enemies back 5 meters and knocks them off balance, that's fine. Moonbeam, ooh, that one I know, yeah. Call down a beam of light that damages any creature that enters the beam or starts its turn in the light. You can use an action to move the beam 18 meters. Okay. Could be good to have, I think. What would we replace it with? I mean, Goodberry is fun, but I think the Moonbeam might be better. Barkskin, increase its armor class up to 16. Okay, probably decent. Spike growth, shape a piece of ground into hard spikes. Movement is halved. A creature walking on the spikes takes 2 to 8 piercing damage for every 1.5 meters it moves. Okay, that's pretty cool. 100 turns? That lasts for 100 turns. It's a concentration spell though, we have to keep that in mind. If we get hit, we might just lose it. Okay, could be good. I'm gonna look at the other stuff first. Ice Knife, Entangle, Fog Cloud, okay. Speak with Animals, we have Karlak for that. Animal Friendship. The creature must have an intelligence of 3 or less. Convince a beast not to attack you. Okay, I see. If its intelligence is 3 or less, that could work. Charm Person, Thunder Wave, Heal Word, okay. Create or destroy water. Okay. There's the Good Berry, there's a Long Strider, there's Enhanced Sleep, there's Fairy Fire. I think that's fine. I'm gonna stay with this the way it is right now. Let's do that. Level up to 4. Health. Okay, a lot happened there. Level 2 spell slot unlocked. Okay, we gained a cantrip. We gain Wild Shape, Deep Wrath. I don't know what that's pronounced as. Assume the shape of a deep wrath that casts dancing lights and charges its enemies. The deep wrath has a starting health of 23 hit points that increases every 2 druid levels. And Wild Shape, Dire Raven. Take the shape of a dire raven that can avoid attention and blind enemies. It has 13 hit points. That apparently don't increase. Okay, interesting. New feats available. Okay, cantrip. What do we take here? You know what? Guidance. Since she replaced Shadowheart, who used to do guidance, we can do guidance with her now. Prepared spells. I think we'll keep it the way it is. That seems fine. What feats do we want to give her? This is always so much to read and to think about. And I'm not, you know, in the know of what a druid is good at. Ability improvement. What could we do there? Do we need anything like that? Charisma, alert. I mean, I guess it's a bit cheap, but we could just do alert again. Alert is just very good to have. Not being able to be surprised and having very high initiative. That's a good thing to have. Can't argue with that, I think. Next level again. Class features. Wild Strike. You may make an additional attack after making an unarmed strike while in Wild Shape. Okay, that's cool. Level 3 spell slots. Some level 3 spells. Okay. Good. Let's take a look at them. Ah, okay, it already added Daylight. Enchant an item to shine like the sun, or summon a sphere of sunlight that dispels all darkness around it. Could be good, but let's take a look at the other stuff. Protection from energy. Touch a creature to grant it resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. Important part is ore. We can't just make him, you know, resistant to a lot of things. Just we can choose which one. Call lightning. Lightning strikes all targets within range. Then for 10 turns you can call down lightning again without expending a spell slot. That sounds very good to have. It's a concentration spell, so if we get hit we might lose the ability to do that, but that's, you know, still good. Sleet Storm. Call forth a storm that disrupts the concentration of spellcasters, douses fires and creates an ice surface. Well, that could also be good. Just getting rid of concentration stuff. Feign Death. Okay, I'm aware of that one. Bland Growth. That does what? Make weeds burst from the ground and smother the area. Creatures moving through... creatures moving through the weeds have their movement speed quartered. Okay, that's like massive movement speed reduction. That's good enough, but I think I'm gonna remove this one and go for Call Lightning. Seems good to have. Gives us a bit more range as well, I think. Next level, spell 3, spell slot, okay. Primal Strike. While in beast form, your attacks count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical damage. Your attacks count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non... Okay, I get it now. I had to read that twice because first time I just kind of said it out loud without understanding it. Wild Shape Panther. Take the shape of a panther that can prowl around invisibly. That's good. Wild Shape Owlbear. Take the shape of an owlbear that can rupture the ground and become enraged. Okay, cool. Spell preparations, I think we still have those same thing. Oh, we have another slot here, okay. Do we want to take the Daylight? I think I actually want the Sleet Storm instead. Yeah. Disrupting concentration sounds very good to have, so I'm taking that. Spell 4 slot, okay. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so what do we have here? Freedom of movement, snap an ally out of any stun. Difficult terrain, can't slow them down. And they can't be magically paralyzed or restrained. That seems good. But I don't know if it's worth like a level 4 slot. I would like to use that offensively probably. Stone Skin, okay, I've seen what that does. Conjure Minor Elemental, that's pretty decent I think. Conjure Woodland Being, conjure a Dryad to fight alongside you. She can use Nature Step, entangle enemies, and summon a Wood Woad. Okay. This is a Grasping Vine, summon a giant vine capable of dragging creatures toward itself. Confusion, confuse a group of creatures, causing them to attack at random, wander around aimlessly, and occasionally skip turns in their stupor. Oh, that's also good. It's a concentration spell though, lasts for 3 turns. Dominate Beast, make a beast fight alongside you. Every time the beast takes damage, it makes a wisdom saving throw against your domination. Seems a bit situational if you ask me. Ice Storm has proven to be very good, so for now I'll put that on there. Wall of Fire, create a blazing wall of fire, burning anyone who dares stand too close. Also very good. Blight. Oh, that's especially effective against plants. That might be a bit situational if you ask me. Polymorph, okay. Do I want the Ice Storm or the Wall of Fire? Or maybe the Blight. 5 to 40, 6 to 40. I guess I'll keep the Ice Storm. Also the Icy Surface to knock things over. Seems good. I'll take that. Druid level 8. Class feature, that's level 4 spell slot. Wild Shaped Saber-Toothed Tiger. Take the shape of a saber-toothed tiger that can shred armor and regenerate hit points. Oh, that sounds good. And a new feat available, okay. Spell preparation, we got the Grasping Vine now. Do we take that or do we take the Wall of Fire? I've never really gotten to use the Wall of Fire. I'm gonna do that. I'm sure the Vine is good as well, don't get me wrong. But I want to try that. What was that again? Okay, let's take a look. Mobile, your movement speed increases and difficult terrain doesn't slow you down when you dash. If you move after making a melee attack, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from your target. Moderately armored. Polar Master Resilient. Ritual Caster. Savage Attacker. When making melee weapon attacks, I don't think that's gonna happen all that much. Sharpshooter, Shield Master, Skilled. Let's try Skilled. What do we do here? Okay, that's those skills. I see. Do we do that? Just for, No, honestly, like those are good to have, but no, I don't really want to. What does that do? Spell Sniper. You can learn a cantrip, and the number you need to roll a critical hit with spells is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. Okay. Seems decent. What do we take here? Firebolt, Eldritch Blast, Shocking Grasp, Ray of Frost, Bone Chill. We already know this spell, okay. Eldritch Blast is pretty good to blast people off of something, I guess. This spell has advantage on creatures with metal armor. That's also pretty good. It's melee ranged. Or do we take Bone Chill? An undead target receives disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay. Yeah, sure, let's take that. Why not? That's fine, that's fine. I don't really want to keep reading that stuff. This episode is long enough. This episode has spent long enough in that menu as is, so yeah, let's...
These things have stayed interesting.
Let's get going. Let's hit the road to Baldur's Gate and actually go there now. Sorry for taking so long for that, but like catching up on that many levels, you know, it's just kind of the way it is, right? Okay.
Like your mind wants you dead. How'd you survive it?
Alright, let's head out and see what's going on here. The environments still haven't completely loaded in, but they will in time. It's okay.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
I already have allies, I know, that's why I just recruited Jaheira. Enough lives have been lost, I don't want to send others to their deaths. I don't need allies, I have you. That's why I just recruited Jaheira.
Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers too. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Will there be anyone left when we arrive in the city? I will seek more allies in the city. I will think about it. I will build an army to rival that of the Absolute. No, we are enough as we are. Will there be anyone left when we arrive in the city?
Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Okay. I'm sure people will join willingly.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Okay, let's... You know what?
Ketheric may be gone, but the shadows remain.
I assume now we can actually teleport here, right? Because this is not...
This land as we found it.
This is no longer enemy territory.
What a shame.
So now we can actually move on. Let's see how it goes. If there's a level between here and Baldur's Gate, or if the road will take us there directly. One way to find out, I guess.
The Absolute armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
Also, I just remembered, back in the first act, there was an enemy I fled from ages ago and never rematched, that weird spider underground in the well. Now, if we revisit that, you know, in the near future, that should probably be a cakewalk at that point. Maybe we should do that at some point. You are about to progress on. You're about to progress your adventure. Once you move on, you may not be able to return. Wait, may not be able to return? Do we have any loose ends? Let's take a look. There are some things here. Meet Halcyon by the lakeshore. Investigate the Selunite resistance. Investigate Last Light Inn. I still don't know where we have to find that. But okay, let's see. Our arrival to Baldur's Gate is a bit delayed, I guess. Alright. If it says we might not be able to return, then I don't really want to, like, you know, just leave all willy-nilly. Halcyon.
You prevailed, my friend. Now your path takes you to Baldur's Gate. But I cannot join you. Out there, the curse still thrives. I failed this place. Now I must remain behind and stand watch over it.
You have to come, I need you. Do as you wish. The Shadow Curse was always your burden, not mine. Perhaps we can still do something to lift the curse. I'm sorry things didn't turn out differently. Perhaps we can still do something to lift the curse?
No. If you linger, you'll only jeopardize your own mission. This is my burden alone now. Until either the curse is lifted, or I breathe my last.
Okay, so that mission marker, like, the Halcyon mission marker just keeps walking on. Do I just follow him for a bit? See where he goes? It says meet him at the lake shore. We're not at the lake quite yet. Let's see. Let's see if we can, you know, talk to him over there and maybe gain a different result.
You're here. Good. Now we can begin.
First, I want to know what to expect.
Thaniel is trapped in the Shadowfell, but thanks to your efforts, I know where to look. Now I must go there, alone.
Hold on, shouldn't I come with you?
No. This opportunity has been 100 years in the making. It has to be me. And only me. But I didn't bring you here to witness an old druid's grandstanding. You have a part to play in this, and I trust you will play it well. With the Oakfather's blessing, I can infiltrate the Shadowfell, but doing so will sap my strength. I'll need your help if I'm to return. I need you to stay here, keep the portal open until I return, and defend it at all costs.
I'm gonna save here just in case something goes wrong. I don't want to get him stranded there. Okay. You can going in alone is suicide. I'll come with you. Defend it? What do you mean?
The shadows won't be banished without a fight. Once I open the portal, they'll swarm like carrion birds and try to destroy it. You must not let that happen.
Then I assume...
Let's begin. Whatever happens, do not attempt to enter the portal, and do not let anything interfere with it. It took me years of study, of seeking the Oakfather's favor, to find a way to part the veil. Pray that this works.
Okay, let's see.
Oakfather, hear me. Aid me. Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy me what time you can.
Alright, let's see how that goes. Okay.